Hello, my name is Jean-Christophe Labarre. I'm part of the Renault Group in charge of mobility topics and defining the strategy on mobility services. This is a presentation of Mobilize. Mobilize is the new business unit that was created at the beginning of January, and I will summarize the ambition of Mobilize. Embracing disruption. We help solve three major challenges of the auto industry. First, the gap between usage and cost. We pay 100 and we only use 10. We also try to see how to work around the asset value decrease. We want to make sure that we can provide solutions and tackle the asset value decrease. For instance, when you buy a car, after 3 years, the decrease is of 50% on average. We also have the ambition to work around emissions, and we strive here for zero impact by the end of 2030. In a nutshell, what we want to achieve with the creation of Mobilize. First, to provide mobility alternatives. It means mobility for people and also for goods, moving people from point A to point B. We want to work around new alternatives in terms of funding, in terms of providing fair mobility solutions to our customers. And by doing so, we want to work for what cities are striving to achieve. Less pollution, less congestion. Mobilize, scope, and value pools. But the value chain is changing rapidly. Value pools are shifting, moving to the mobility and energy services. All in all, these three value pools will grow by 40% from 2019 to 2030 to a total of over 375 billion in Europe only. This will be the playing field of Mobilize. Why will we succeed? Because we have unique assets and a smart business approach to leverage them. We are doing mobility services around car sharing with ZT present in 2 cities and with Renault Mobility for our network. We want to work around new mobility schemes, services, car subscription, ride-hailing, and taxis. We are working also on on-demand transit services and, last but not least, all the goods delivery. On the energy side, we want to provide the infrastructure management and energy supply and services, allowing the mobility services to be a seamless experience. And we want to create a dedicated agile business unit by doing so. This business unit has its own engineering and design team to create those purpose-built vehicles designed for the mobility services. As mentioned, our purpose-designed vehicles will be engineered and specifically engineered for the mobility services that we want to propose to our customers and to the cities. Their robustness, lightness, modularity will optimize their operating cost, and being electric will enable them to access cities anytime, anywhere. On average, we aim at reducing operating cost by a minimum of 20%. We will make fleet acquisition easier for corporates and public authorities as well. The financial services provided by RCI Bank and Services will allow fleet operators to subscribe, lease, or pay per use, the flexibility of those mobility services. This way, fleet ownership's cost can become variable. Smartly financed, fleet operations can turn into an asset-light model. Our dedicated mobility, data, and AI software platforms will boost their use also. We will offer maintenance and recycling services for car sharing fleet, for instance. And when our vehicles are no longer fit for use, we have a sustainable solution with the refactory at Flins. We want to recycle battery and reuse vehicles. The lineup that you see in this slide is adapted to our ambition and specifically designed for our mobility services. Easy one, the ACE, is fully adapted to car sharing and will be launched in 2 years. The King, the Spring, the Dacia Spring, is specifically adapted to car sharing usage as well. We will also address the ride-hailing market with the Queen that will be launched next year. And we are also working on dedicated last-mile delivery cars, vehicles, and you can see the EasyFlex in this slide. Last but not least, we are also working on on-demand transit. And those solutions are co-created with our customers, our corporates, some partners, and the cities. Mobilize in a nutshell. Mobilize will be the first brand from a traditional OEM to provide access to vehicles and mobility services directly to end customers. We will offer a unique combination of hardware and software of dedicated vehicles and leading-edge services. We will build an integrated and seamless customer experience, on board and off board. We will leverage our proprietary data from connected vehicles and from mobility services. We will also leverage our ecosystem of partners and startups to do so. Today, we are offering access to cars from 1 minute to 1 year or to a lifetime. We will create a unique value propositions for our end users. And what we want to achieve too is to work around those solutions, those services with our partners. For instance, we announced a month ago a coalition called Mobility 360 with key leaders on mobility services in France, in Europe, RATP, BlaBlaCar, Uber, and Mobilize. We also announced Software Republic, which is a coalition of key industrial players to work on energy services, mobility services, and data services. You see that we are working with the right partners to create this seamless experience and making sure that we can address those pain points, trying to provide our customers, our users, seamless solution, affordable solution, wherever and whenever needed.